Hi guys, welcome back to Origami Twist. My name's Jen, and in today's video we are going to make a container full of french fries. Now, beauty of this particular tutorial is that it's made with traditional models. I've just modified them slightly, and I'll give you all the sizes and everything as we go along. Both of the videos for these tutorials are already on my channel. You can look at them in the description box below. I will be running through them today, but if you want to see them in a slightly different context, they are available to you. The first model that we're going to use is for the adorable little container. And I have slightly modified the paper cup model. So if you've already done that on my channel, you already know how to make the base. Super simple. If not, we'll do it today. The french fries are kind of fun. They are 2 pieces, and I used the origami building block tutorial for this. Again, I have a video for these blocks on my channel. Description below, or they're in the description below, and I'm about to give you all of the sizes of paper that you need in order to create it, and then we'll run through it. For the base container, you are going to need a 6" by 6" square of paper, or if you're a metric person, 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. And you need just one of those. Okay, for the french fries, we're going to be using 3 centimeter or 1.5" wide strips. I actually took an A4 sheet of paper and just made it into 3 centimeter strips, and then cut everything down from there. You can do it however makes sense for you. And by the way, paper weight for both of these is actually just printer weight paper. Cardstock, at least for the french fries, is probably a little thick. So we'll start with the small fries. We're going to make 2 short fries that are 9 centimeters or 3.5 inches. And in order to do that, you will need 4 pieces of paper at that dimension. So the long part, the next fry size up is 10 centimeters or 4 inches, again by 3 centimeters, 1.5 inch wide. 2 of those for a total of 4 sheets of paper. The next is a large medium size, so that one will be 11 centimeters or 4 3/8 inches, so you only need 2 of those. And the largest size, we always need a super long fries in fallout in the bag, right? So these are 12 centimeters or 4 3/4 inches long, and again 3 centimeters or 1.5 inches wide. And you need 4 of them because we're going to make 2 long ones. Now again, that is to make the fries that are at the very beginning, to make it exactly as it is at the very beginning of this tutorial. If you want more fries, make more fries. You'll just need 2 rectangles of paper. Now that that's established, let's make the paper cup. So to make the paper cup, you're going to take your 6 by 6 square and take one corner, bring it up to the opposite corner, and crease. With your paper still folded, we're now going to bring up the 2, you take the long end and put it facing towards you, and bring up the 2 sides so that they kind of overlap and meet each other in a nice flat thing on the top. And I actually pulled them back a little bit, so it's not actually quite perfect, and that's so that we can get a flatter bottom to this french fry container, so we can pop it up and make it more 3-dimensional. It's perfectly fine if you do it the traditional way though. Okay, then we're going to fold down that top flap right over the top of that, turn it over, fold the top flap down, same thing, and come back around, and if you want to, you can actually lock it in place here. Now if you've spread it out like I have, you may need to finagle a little bit to get it to fit. Might have to fold it up inside of it a little bit, but that's fine. You're not going to see that part, so it doesn't really matter too much. And then to make it 3-dimensional, we're going to open up the top, put it down, and with your thumb press against the bottom of the cup with your fingers inside of it and pulling apart so that it creates a 3-dimensional shape. And there you go. There's your container for your french fries. Now the tricky part, of course, is creating the french fries, but I'll walk you through it. And I might actually use this black background so you can see it. There you go. With the 10 centimeter by 3 centimeter or 4 inch by 1.5 inch strip. And I'm going to grab 2 of them because we have to do this twice. This particular process is going to be repeated regardless of the size of the rectangle. So I'm only going to go through it once and you just repeat it on each of the different sizes, okay? And as I said before, if you are familiar with building blocks, it's the same exact fold. Just apply it to this size rectangle. And you're going to fold in half lengthwise. Just like that. You are going to take that folded edge and bring it up to the open edge. So again, effectively folding it in half lengthwise. Now when you open this all the way up again, you'll notice that you have 3 creases folded into the paper. Those are guide marks for creating the box that the French fry will be made from. So first things first, we are going to turn the paper over and we're going to fold this corner up to, so that the edge is up to that first crease. Now that can be quite tricky because these are really small, but you know, give it some practice. That's okay. Let's see if you can see that. There you go. So just folding it up, and repeat the same thing on the other side, folding it up so this edge meets that bottom crease. We are now going to hold it the long way, like almost like a gum wrapper, and folding on that new side that's been created. Using that as the guide, we're going to fold up and line up each of the 3 creases with itself and the edge of the paper with itself, so it's nice and neat, to create one end of the box. I'm going to bring it around the other side and do the same thing again, folding it in, lining all the creases up so that it's nice and neat and even all the way across, parallel lines to the edge, and open it up again, leaving those bottom parts folded. We're now going to create some valley folds in the upper corners, and if you need a more detailed version of this, again, I have the building block video, and you can see that it's a much larger piece of paper so that you can see it in even greater detail. So there's a crease here, and there's a crease here, and we're going to create a valley fold from this intersection out to the corner of the paper. So it's only a piece of the actual paper that's getting folded, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, this is a guide mark for locking it in place a little later. So same thing, you're just going to create a valley fold there and open it up. Now turn the paper over again. You'll notice that middle part is a valley fold, and if you fold it in half again, you're going to see a little flap come over here, and you'll see that valley fold that's been created coming out of the flap. See that? Okay, a couple more folds and then we're ready to create the box. So the next thing you're going to do is fold this edge up to that crease again. So this center crease here has become very important. And it's basically going to be a mirror image of that top fold. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to fold it up. They're a mirror image of each other, except that the top one is only 1 layer big and the bottom one is 2 layers big because it's on that main fold there. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. There you go. We're going to take this whole section, making sure those triangles are folded in, and fold the top layer down on itself with all those folds folded inside. Then I'm going to lift up with my index fingers, and when I do, the edges will come in like a little box, like so. And we'll do it on the other side. It's like it's meant to be. Now again, because this is so delicate, you may need to finagle it a little bit to get it to do what you want, but that's pretty much how it goes. Is now going to be pinched. It's actually becoming a mountain fold by now, but that's all right. And pinched. And I'm going to use a tool that I created with a paper clip to open up the little gap in that triangle, because again, when this was a building block, that little triangle is huge. But because it's teeny tiny French fry, you're going to need to instruct the paper a little more to get it to do what you want. So you just press it down, again with a paper clip, or I've also origami, and you just work it in to lock into place. Do that on the other side, and then tuck that corner in. And there you go. Now you'll notice, you're probably going, that's not a French fry, it's a box. However, if you make 2 of them, come out, pop it in, ta-da, and there you go, a French fry. I had so much fun putting this together, you guys. So you can make as few or as many as you want. Again, the numbers I gave you at the beginning of the video are for the original, oops, that one's missing its box, are for the original box that I had in the thumbnail, but I hope you enjoyed that. Please come back again on Thursday for another video. I've been designing some tea bag folding medallions, which I think you may find interesting. It's been a lot of fun. I didn't realize that I had an ability to do that, and apparently I do. So these will all of my tea bag folding medallions going forward will be my own design. And yeah, I'm actually thinking about creating a book, but we'll talk about that a little later. Okay, I hope you give this a go and serve up some origami French fries. How amazing is that? Have a great day, you guys, and stay safe and healthy and home if you can. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.